started. All praise and the glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shem, Kakadash. Double honor to the Apostle Elders, Great Millstone, who is well. And peace and blessings to the hopeful elect that preach the truth sincerely across the four corners of the earth. This is another lesson through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah. Lord, when this lesson be edifying. The name of this lesson is Rise Up, Ye Women That Are at Ease, which is Isaiah 39, 32 and 9, which we go open up with, going into these women in today time, especially the black woman, man. That shit sound yuck, disgusting, man. Because they is disgusting, man. Because black go into what? Void of light, you know. You, black bitches, you know, you don't have no type of light within you, man. You're in darkness under the so-called white man, Brad Esau, under his spell, man. You know, and so with that, Lord, want us to be edifying. You got it.
Yep, this is Isaiah 32 and verse 9, and it reads, Rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters.
Right, and this is a twofold scripture, man. It's because America is a woman too. This is the daughter of Babylon. That's what this chapter is going into, man. The destruction of Babylon the Great, but it's also, you could reference it to these women. Because these women, they have something in this society called comfortability. They could call the police, if danger come their way, you know, Pookie and Ray Ray, you know, they have all these different outlets of protection, you know, and when you go to well, nowadays, uh, for the black woman, it's not already common, but um, usually if you go to a woman's house that's she's single, you know, and her house is pretty much comfortable when you go there, because that's what they're that's what they set themselves amongst, being around comfortability, man. You know, but what I was gonna say is that comfortability is going to be taken away, and that's what it means by um, um, rise up, ye women that are at ease, man, because you're not going to be at ease in these times we're coming in, where these resources from the government that you live off of is taken away from you. You know, um, 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 the police is not able to come for the rescue. Pookie and Ray Ray is not able to save you, and it's starting to be stripped away now, especially for you black women. You got Pookie and Ray Ray. In 2025, your average Pookie and Ray Ray, he don't even want a so-called black woman no more. He want to deal with a so-called white woman or another nation woman, man. You know, and how the society is, the system is crumbling. They taking away the resources from the government. The food stamps and Section 8 and etc. Man, because that uncomfortability is starting to build up, which is that's another lesson title right there. The uncomfortability is starting to build up. You know, but in the times we coming in, shit, I remember during the pandemic, you know, um, you couldn't call the police for certain things. They was only coming for emergency stuff, man. They was coming for shit like, this nigga hit me, or this and that. They was coming for little shit like that, man. It was more major stuff to worry about. Because in the pandemic time, you had what? You weren't just had the lockdowns going on. You had George Floyd riots. You know, you had all types of other stuff going on, man. People raiding shit. You know, where the police was more occupied at. But in the times we coming in, time of Jacob's trouble, it ain't gonna be no more police, man. to pick up the phone. And that go for all you bitches, because that's what a bitch want to do. She want to call the police, because that's her way of protection. You know, only way, if you could jump up to verse 2 real quick.
Okay. Isaiah 32 and verse 2, and it reads, "And a man shall be as a hiding place from the wind."
Right, so, all right, that's it on that.
Nope, it says, "And a covered from the tempest as rivers of water in a dry place, as a shadow of a great rocky in a weary land."
Right, so basically what it's saying is a man is going to be a protection in that day of Jacob's trouble, man. And not just any old man, a man of the Lord. You know, that's where you're going to have to depend on one man in the Lord, not a fucking police force in your local neighborhood, or some nigga, some dreadhead, sagging pants ass nigga and his gang friends, man. You know that's not going to be able to protect you from what's coming, because what's coming is no time like no other, man. So that's when bitches is going to get back in order. It's going to be all types of flocks of women trying to seek one man, seek a man of the Lord to protect them in those times, man. You can jump down to verse 9 again.
Yep. Verse 9, Isaiah 32 and 9 say, "Rise up, ye women that are at ease, hear my voice, ye careless daughters, give ear unto my speech. Many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women, for the vintage shall fail, the gather shall not come."
Right, so the Lord said all this little party and careless shit you doing, all of this, I got this outlet for this, all that's gonna be taken away, in the times we coming in, man. It ain't gonna be no more rejoicing and being glad, for you bitches, man. Especially you black bitches, because you're the most proud on the earth, man. You know, a bitch think that she's the most precious thing on earth because she got fucking 1,000 likes on Instagram, 500 comments. But guess what? When they take away the Instagram, shut the internet off, that's when reality go kick back in. You're gonna be back into your low level ass apartment, sleeping on a pallet somewhere, man. But it's gonna be even worse than that. You ain't gonna have that no more, man. You're gonna be sleeping on a fucking street somewhere if you even make it that far, man. Because you woman, you don't have a chance of making it in these times that we're coming in, man. It's about to be all hell on the streets, man. You're defenseless. You don't have the Lord. You're gonna need that covering upon you to protect you, man.
Right, that's why she's known as a weaker vessel. You weak all around when it comes to this knowledge of the truth. The Lord did deprive you of the understanding. Why? It's because you'll basically lead the flock to a straight trying to go and follow after a woman, and we already know that a woman can't do nothing with a man, physically or or anything, But when it comes to a woman's value or them, in childbearing, them, governing the house and cleaning up, that's their, there a lot to be doing, not no fucking manly shit, man. You know, Brad turned everything upside down. The scripture talk about a new thing on the earth. A woman should surpass a man. Now you got these women, trying to be men now and trying to rule over their house with, them yelling and causing a lot of, damage to your children, all type of stuff, sexy, real. All of these women, right, was puppets being used to, the destroy the nation of Israel, man. And with these harlots, they defiled the whole land, and it's just getting worse. You got your little daughter, 6, 5 years old, twerking now, getting ready for this world to come, which, if it was a man in the house, these things would be going on. But you got some weak ass niggas that do allow these weird behaviors, though. That's why Yahweh Shemel Shah gotta hit the reset button on this place, America, man, because it's defiled, man. It's all, that's why the scriptures coined this what the mother of all harlots, man. This is the queendom. This not no kingdom, man. This is where women and Brad rule, man. The Lord about to put all that shit down, you know. What? Did you have something?
Yeah, it was more in the Isaiah. I mean,
Yeah.
Isaiah.
It says 11, Isaiah 32 and 11, tremble ye women that are at ease, be troubled, ye careless ones, strip you and make you bare, and gird sackcloth upon your loins.
Right. The state of mourning is gonna fall upon you, man, because you're in a state of mirth. You know, you're in a state of comfort, in a state of ease, man. But the Lord, He's about to take away that comfort because of your pride, because of your wickedness, man. You're gonna be taken down too, just like Brad, man. You know, because at the end of the day, this is the covenant that Eve and the serpent made in the garden, man. And every bitch on earth has a part in that covenant. So with that being said, the Lord has to strip you away, strip you down to the ground, man. You know, I have something real quick. This is Jeremiah 5 and 1. It say, run ye to and fro through the streets of Jerusalem, and see now, and know, and seek in the broad places thereof, if ye can find a man, if there be any that can execute judgment, that seeketh the truth, and I will pardon this. So here it go, man. The Lord said, you find a man of the Lord. You know, just one that seek the truth. Because the truth is the protection. Scripture say what? That wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times. So this is what's going to protect you in the times that's coming in. And if you don't have this, you're not going to be protected. And if you're a woman, only way you're going to be protected is if you have a man that have the wisdom and knowledge and understanding for the protection, man. So all this goofy shit that bitches think they have and feel like they have a mindset of protection. You know, that's going to be brought to naught, because only protection is, hey, say what? The name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous run up into it and it's safe. You bitches don't have the fear of the Lord. You don't have the name of the Lord with you, man. The Lord is not dealing with you. He's dealing with men of the nation of Israel and the elect men, you know. And if you're not that, the Lord is not with you, man. So you have to be with a man of the Lord to even make it in these times, man. You know, I think it was one more verse on that, Isaiah 32.
Isaiah 32 and verse 12, it reads, they shall lament for the teats, for the pleasant fields, for the fruitful vine, upon the land of
Oh, no,
yeah,
that was it.
that was it.
Salaki.
Right.
Right, so yeah, that's pretty much the point, man. Rise up, you women that are ease, that comfortability will soon be taken away, man. So Lord wanted us edifying with that. We'll close out from all praise and the glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. The honor to the positive elders, great millstone, hope well. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. Shalom and Kwam Yahshua.